Okay. And here we go. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, and here we go. Oh, I can keep starting as many times as I want. All right. Let's put that here. Or here. Oh, come on. Let's start at the beginning. All right. Hello. Welcome. This is my video. I think I spent a little too much time wasting time not doing this. I was gonna do a video every day, but I guess I make too big a deal out of things. I get too caught up in the details and don't get much done sometimes. Anyway, this video was inspired by a video I left a comment on Vat City about what's natural. I wanted to try to expand on that. Is this natural? Did somebody make it? Is that natural? How about that? Or is those like who made that? That's pretty complicated, right? I mean, somebody designed that thing, and that's kind of neat. Now this thing, let's take a look at that guy for a second. Okay, this guy here. I think that guy, I think that's a real guy. I don't mean like from history. I mean, I might have to go down and get some more pictures. But who knows? And don't even get me started with the clouds. Alright, but I'm going to get to some rocks. My friend told me to check out this video. These guys were looking at mountains that became buildings that melted into mountains. And they were having a good old time laughing, and it was like right after I left that comment that I was going to post something, and they're talking about something different than my stuff. And I'm a little nervous that, like, I'm not trying to say anybody's wrong or I know anything other people, but no, the stuff they're talking about that melted, yeah. I think they could have been buildings that melted into mountains, but I think there's something else out there that's not that. This guy's fascinating. I gotta get some better pictures of him. The hands look real, and he's got the clothes aren't made. I don't know what he's even supposed to be made out of. But I think that's the guy. Somehow he's in there. Anyway, now this is what I'm talking about. Now, the jacket is made out of it's material kind of dipped in something. Like this could be the guy dipped in some kind of hardening agent. I don't know. Or they just used to make stuff like this back then. Now these are very simple looking things. This, I don't know. What is that? Alright, so I just... See anything weird about that rock? Alright, this is what I'm going to get into. See these lines? Right there. All right, you're gonna want to think, oh well, that's just where they use the chisel lines, right? They just chisel right down that thing. All right, well this is where it gets a little weird. Okay, I'm not talking about buildings melting into stuff now. See this maybe. All right, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying I think there's another thing going on. See all this? I don't know if that melted. That might not have melted. Might have melted. That, but look how sharp those corners are. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get to it pretty soon. Let's see what else we got on here. All right. I'm not. This isn't about buildings melting. I wasn't even starting with that. All right. There's those lines again. Those vertical lines. And then you see there's something going on like right here. Maybe I shouldn't. I won't blurt it out. I'm gonna just let people see it. For if you see it, you see it. If you don't see it, it wouldn't matter if I said what's going on or not. Yeah, I don't know what any of that stuff is or that. But there's a theme to this. It's alongside the highway. Here, I think. Okay, now look. This might uh, this might be melted. I don't know. D- doesn't look doesn't look that melted to me. Um, Not like the ones these guys were showing where you could still see the windows and everything. This is like I don't know, maybe statues or could it be a statue? Or artwork? Could be a building. You know, maybe there's different degrees of melting. Look at that. I don't know. I think that could be artwork. See that head right there? Like I don't know, maybe that's a stretch. Looks like there's a animal's head sticking out. Maybe like a it looks like a skull maybe got mushed up. Now I don't know what this thing is. That looks melted. There you go. That could be a melted building. Right here. That looks melted. And there's the building underneath and somehow maybe you can get in there. I don't know what this thing is. Alright. Yeah, so we got some melters. I guess that could be all melted. Yeah, melted. I'm not really sure. But what was on what is it that melted? That's what I want to know. Like, yeah, like okay, before this melted, what the heck was it? Are these giant heads sticking out or faces? Is that a giant head? Were these heads and then they melted back like see this like melted back into the this looks melted definitely. Maybe it only got like a not as much as other stuff. All right, let's keep going. I'm not sure what I'm looking at there. All right, that looks like a cat head, doesn't it? Right there. Maybe it all melted. This looks melted. That looks like a dog head. I should go to the Yeah, I should go to a different kind of player. so I can zoom in on this. All right, maybe I can do that like this. All right, this is in real time. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this thing is. How do we blow that up? Let's see how you blow this up. Okay. What is that? Is it a turtle? A giant turtle? Or is it artwork? Did somebody decorate the world with stuff to look like rocks and melted buildings, but this was what it always was? Or is that too far out there? Like, what is that thing right there? It's like, looks like another little animal or something. What's that? Let's see what else we got. All right, come on. All right, looks melted. I'll give you that. I'm not saying they're not melted. But what the heck is it? I mean, that looks like a guy's head to me. But how come I can't zoom in on it? I wonder why. Huh. Won't go bigger now. There we go. I thought this is a zoom, doesn't it? There we go. What's going on here? Is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Like, it. Now this is probably the craziest thing anybody's come up with. So, see that's why I didn't want to come out and say it. But is this thing melted? Is that a face? That looks like a sharp edge. See, why would that didn't melt? Or was there an outer layer or something on this thing? See what I mean? Like, look at that cutout. I don't know. Oh, speaking of cutouts, let's take another look at this guy. I think. Well, I'll see if anybody else can guess. I don't want to give it away what I think's going on here, but oh, is that the cat? Okay. This is probably a terrible video. I just had to do something, just get something going. I've been sitting here in my homemade law library, living room law library. Of all times, I gotta let the cat out right now. Gee whiz, I wanna hang on, bud. Ah, jeez. I wonder if I can pause. If I pause this, that'd be it. I'm not gonna. I guess I should wrap it up. You know what? Let me do one more, and then I'll make a part 2. Maybe I can do 2 in one night. But anyway, check this, guys. Check this thing out. Maybe it doesn't even. Maybe it's not a head anyway. Just maybe it's just a rock. But if anybody sees anything unusual about this, now how come I can't zoom now? All right, let's do. Let's see one more thing. What else we got up here? All right, let's go. Can I get out of here somehow? Hang on one sec. Bear with me. Bear with me. I got some good stuff going on. Oh boy. Anything down here? Hey, that's me. What are these guys doing? That looks melted. Now that they were talking about it. All right. I don't have real good command of these. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go back to right here. And this guy, and right here. How do we get here? All right, wait a minute. Did I pass all the? Boy, I did not do a good job with this video. Oh, okay. Now here we go. All right, the stuff that's melted. Okay, there's some melted stuff, and then there's some. Wait, where is it? All right. Well, anyway, that looked like a melted face. Oh, there. What's that guy? What's that? Now, I think it's part of the highway construction, to tell you the truth. Whatever was along here, it was maybe a retaining wall. That's basically my theory. These are retaining walls. You heard it here first. I mean, it looks like it was something and it melted, but I think it was a retaining wall that melted. That was something. Or it's in perfect condition, and that's just what it looks like. But it's got some black tar on it. I'm not sure what that is. Is there water coming out of this thing? That always blows my mind when there's just water, random water coming out like above your head. Where's this coming from? Was there a fountain in here? Was that a fountain? But I don't know, because nothing melts, unless it's a bunch of different building materials and they're all melting different. But I'm going to put these into the Zoom. I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to make like a video. But anyway, there'll be more to come. I was going to make it, I should put it all so I can zoom on these and look around a little better. But here's a good example. If something was melting, okay, that's fine. But it's made up of different things, because that looks different than this and that. I think this was something along the side of the road. All right, I'm gonna now I'm kind of determined to see. That looks awful. That doesn't look melty to me. That does not look melting. So you might think, well, what is that? I don't know. Other than part of the scenery, the backdrop. of the world, of where we're at. You know, like you look at the sky and the ground and the retaining walls. You know, from the whoever brought you to sky and ground. Does anybody see what I'm seeing here? Was this an amusement park? I think maybe this was where you went down on a log ride or something. I'm gonna zoom in on these a little bit. I'll put these back into the now some of the best walls. You can't always stop when you're on the road, and you can't, they come out of nowhere. And I've been driving all over seeing them. I've started seeing them out west, and then back here in Pennsylvania, they have some. I want to see real good ones. Ligonor. All right, I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, Ligonor, Pennsylvania has something going on. I drove all the way around, and they were right here. I'm on the East Coast now, and all this stuff is right here too. A lot of fish and different things. I mean, you could, if you like, if you're the kind of person you want to say it's random, you're seeing things, it's random. Well, that it's common. A lot of people got that with them. But I don't know what's going on here with this. See, if it's like that looks like it could have melted. I'd like to try to get into some of this stuff. Maybe it's just lots of different building materials. I'm not sure. Wow, look at that. Now it does look like it could have burnt up and cracked, like how lead paint does. Pretty much like a grid type thing. Or drag. I don't know. I'm ruling out, the dragons and the giant. Boy, I hate to say it. I'm not so sure if that's a giant elephant that Mike found. And I'm not so sure about the hearts either. But I'm not saying they don't look like hearts. I mean, that's the crazy part. What else could look like a heart? Be a rock, but not be a heart. That's the riddle of the day. Maybe that'd be video part 2. See, this looks like maybe top melted to here. I don't know. I'm trying to go with the melt thing, but that doesn't look melted. But there's some hexagon things. That could have been like some kind of building support or something. It got knocked out. I don't know. A lot of straight lines. Like the other stuff these guys were showing, these buildings, they just look, how a candle would just like melt over. Like, that was kind of, I'm not, yeah, it looks like a building melted. Like this, that doesn't look like it's, that's different. And that's different. I mean, the stuff, like, Now all this stuff, it's some of it's like I got a zoom lens, and like you can't just get to it real easy. It'd be you have to be, like an expert to try to, like, I don't know, get to some of these places, see if there's a doorway or make a hole somehow. There's them chisel lines, Sam, but they're not straight up and down. And what tool does that, and why? If that's a tool, that'll be my follow-up video also. Kind of looks like a head of a dinosaur, doesn't it? Maybe, or a rock. Yeah. I don't know if this fascinates anybody. This is the best thing I've seen since Clouds. And there you go. What'd they do? The lines on an angle this time, right? And we drive by now. Okay. Here you go. All right. Th- does that look melty? I mean, maybe. Oh, don't stop it. Oh, hey. All right, sorry, dude. Ouch. Um. Yeah, I don't know. Looks pretty square, but maybe like squares, pushed out as it melted. What the heck is this thing? Like a condominium, or just? Uh, I don't know. But is anybody seeing what I'm seeing here? That reminds me of Megatron. It's massive. We might be like Gullivers. Gullivers, the we might be like Lilliputians compared to whoever was here. I'm not saying these are big people, but and I'm not saying it's like concrete, but it could be. Like, what if somebody made all this? Had to mix it up, big something, or if it was bricks or whatever. I mean, they're not. Nobody's saying the stuff that melted. They didn't have bricks and concrete and mortar, and that is a lot of. There's a lot of something. But I just think it's weird to see so many sharp lines and flat spots. Uh, you know, like, I don't know. Did something? Is this just how this is? Like, who would even mess with? Nobody would have messed with that. Like, does that look like a face to anybody? A hat? Maybe a hat? Or am I starting to see things? And that's like he's got a head growing out of his shoulder. I don't even know what to make of this. It's big. It's really big. Yeah, look how square this is. Just, I don't know. That looks like a face too. Maybe that too. But it almost looks like they're camouflaged in there. Like, Whoa. All right, yeah, I gotta get these into like the these are in the movie thing. I got these. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not even supposed to be messing with this. I'm in the middle of my legal studies. That would be a terrible video. Watching me not know what I'm doing. All right, what else is all right, well this is better. This at least this beats a blank. Like what you see I gotta be able to blow these things up. I'm all right. I'm gonna start to wrap this up. Okay, I got quite a few more pictures. Who knows? Maybe okay. I can see this looks a little like melted, like it bowed here. See how this is like wavy now? That's a good. That looks melted right here, right through there. But again, a melted what? What is this melted of? I don't know. Whoa. I mean, if this was somebody's residence, I want to go in there. I want to find the door. It didn't just grow out of the ground. Right? This isn't just random. Didn't just got all them straight lines. Like that, okay, so the video Bad City found, he found a bunch of stuff, and I believe it all fit, all like there's holes and stuff, they all fit together, and they've been busted up and thrown all over the place. I think they all fit together. We got them too, all over, everywhere. In fact, I got some pictures I can prove it that they go together because I found some things where they're half falling apart. See, I was driving, couldn't pull over. That was probably a good one. But my camera tells me where I was at, so I might ride by again. Crazy thing is, everybody in their whole life has driven past this a million times, and you just think it's rocks. Well, this just looks like rocks. No, I'm just teasing. Like, what are rocks anyway? Are those rocks? Those rocks look different than the other rocks. Is the ground rocks too? Is this rocks with the yellow line on it? There's that the thing with the water coming out, I think. All right, well that's enough. That's enough of this. I'm gonna you see that? Does anybody see this? What's going on here? Now I'll tell you how you can tell who your friends are. Your friends, when you say something and they don't get it and they think you're totally nuts, and but they keep talking to you after that, then you know that they're your friend and they don't give you a hard time. But I'm saying whatever this is, it ain't natural. And I got some more pictures. I'm gonna do a little better presentation next time. But I just want to get back on the board. My one video a day commitment is really. I didn't stick to that very well. See, you got different types of building material, right? Like that looks different. That's maybe there's probably way better examples than this. Sometimes you gotta be a little further back to see what's going on. Oh, let me see that again. Yeah, I gotta get the. I'm gonna put this in so we can zoom in on them. See that strange vertical line there? And then we can take a better look at the goo too. I mean, this is you gotta be able to allow for anything, because this is hard for people to digest. That this could be anything more than just nothing. It could be something. Like, if you think you've been fooled, but you're still a little bit smart, this will knock you back. This will knock you down a notch. If you're still holding on to anything from maybe public school or wherever. I think there's very few people that will see this. There's a guy out there, Alan, that he probably will see what's going on. And at Vat City found some neat stuff, and I think that he's found some more stuff, that there's another layer to what he found, I think. But as far as the melted buildings, the mountains that that's something different than this. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's not melted. I mean, I see what everybody else was looking at. Yeah, it looked like. I mean, you could still see the doorway, and the windows, and you go in. People were living in some of them. But this is kind of. This is a hard one to grasp. That if this is artwork, who's the artist? That's the question. That's the clue. All right. Well, I guess this can go on and on. I suppose. I don't know how long this is. How long did they let you put a video on? All right. Well. It's only. What's that say? 3 minutes? That's all this has been. Jeez, I don't know. Yeah, but and there's a theme too. This is next to all major highways and waterways. See, that's where the Melton guy's theory and mine clashed because they found some stuff up against waterways, and I'm not sure now about the stuff I found. I'll have to relook at what they're talking about. But I definitely got some melted build. Like that's probably melted. That's probably like a melted something, maybe, maybe not. That doesn't look melted. I guess that could like some of the stuff puffs out in bubbles, maybe. All right, I think I'm getting a little. Is that everything? Ooh, what was that? Wait, I think we got something there. Where'd that thing go? Okay, now look. Look at these straight lines. Like, th- I think these are constructed. And I think that is what you think it is. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. All right, these need to get zoomed in on. But I think this is different than well, it's not a building or a high-rise condominium. I mean, at some point, you got to rule out randomness, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe randomness creates. No, I don't think so. Unless there's, like, that's. I don't know, this stuff doesn't look too random. It's either you look or you don't look. That's the random. There's only two choices. That's how random this is. You can see it or you can't see it. All right, this is frustrating me because I want to be able to zoom in on these guys, like that one. I don't think you can do it from this or that thing. All right. Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. Call this one a wrap. And I hope it recorded. Okay, that's a wrap.